Hey guys, I wanted to show you how I use my little steamer, this Pure Enrichment. I use it in a few different ways. One, I use it for smushed florals. So these peonies are so popular on Amazon. Amazon is definitely not my go-to for flowers, but these specific flowers I do go there for, and they come in all different colors for all different seasons. But when they show up, they are just like in a tightly packaged plastic seal, and all the flowers are crushed, the foliage is wrinkled, and so in order to use this in an arrangement and actually have them look nice, they need some TLC. Okay, so we're just going to give them a little steam, including the foliage. All right, so much better. Let's see, this one's really not too bad. So I like this little steamer, one, because it's not that big. It just goes on, you know, my workbench, and it's just really effective. I've had it for, it was like a nice, like, steaming effect. Special effects, who knew? So yeah, this thing works really well. I've had it for well over a year and no complaints. The only thing I will say is it has a very small reservoir for the water. It's not terrible though, but every time I go to use it, I always just fill it up really quick. I just top it off. So with these, if you order these or use these, you know, I like to just kind of go in between the petals, and then I like to just round it out and then go under the foliage. I don't even iron my clothes, but these need a good ironing. Okay, let's see. I saved the worst for last, okay? Because imagine just putting this on somebody's wreath. All right, so for this, I'm gonna start in the middle. Let's see. Start in the middle and just kind of work my way out, because that's where it's the worst. So we're gonna just spread all these petals around, especially on the side that was crushed, which is right here. So it's steam. Obviously this gets very hot, so watch your fingers. The facial part isn't bad, but you don't want to burn your hand. So just give it a little spin. And voila, it's like a new bloom. Oh, new bloom that fell on the floor. All right, so in addition to using them for florals like this, like say you had them packed up for the year once the season ends and they're all kind of like squished, the other thing I use them for are for when items sell that were made like a while back. Okay, so this arrangement, I made this not a whole year ago, but I made it a while ago, and I love to do giant pieces. Like my dream is to do faux arrangements for hotels, you know, like that big over the top stuff, and for people's foyers. So for this piece, the first thing that I did was I used a hairdryer and made sure that there was no like dust, like nothing on it. And I went and added more glue to the base. Just because I made this a while back, I just want to make sure that everything is in perfect condition. And then the next step is going to be to just give these a quick steam. And it's really just like a freshen up in case anything is smushed. And that way, regardless of when I made it, this arrangement will be like new. And it's not wetting anything or like dampening anything. So it can go on the foliage, it can go on the blooms. And actually, remember when I said I top it off? That was a lie. Okay. So if you do go to open this when you've already had it heat up, it is hot, so be careful. And don't fill it to the very top, because if you do, it kind of like spits. So I like to leave like a little bit of space, okay? see in there. Just twist it. We're gonna give it just a sec to heat up again. And then we're gonna give this a nice little steam. So depending on when you're watching this video, what's today, March 5th? This is currently on sale on Amazon, or there's a coupon. So I think it's normally around $24, $25, and right now there's a $3 off coupon. So that is a good deal. And I put one of these, I don't know if you guys use these command hook things, these cord wrangling things, but I do use it on this because I really don't want it to take up any space. I don't use it, it's not like a daily tool that I'm going to use, so I don't want it to take up too much space and have like the cord hanging, so I just put one of those cord bundlers on it. All right, she gets real quiet when she's ready to go. Okay, here we go. So yes, always top it off before you start your next project. I love this arrangement. I'm glad it's, you know, like when you make things like this, it's definitely not for everybody. And I'm taking a gamble that it is going to hang around for a little while. But when it does find its perfect home, I am like so excited. Because I'm sure this is going somewhere fabulous. Alright, so, see, I'm just steaming the foliage, everything. Make sure everything's nice and light and lifted. I love the colors here because it's like bright with the dark. This must be my moody stage. I go through moody stages, and when I do, a lot of my designs are really bright with really dark. So like there's the pops of navy and, you know, really deep purples and maroons, but then you also have like this bright berry smoothie color. So yes, that is what this design is all about. All right, so now she's good to go. I'm gonna do, you know, a UV spray. Even though this is going in a house, it's just like sunscreen in a car. You might not think it's gonna get any sunlight, but it's going to have some level of sunlight. So this was not inexpensive. This piece is over $300. So I wanna make sure that someone is going to get plenty of use out of it. And hopefully it ends up being a regular customer of mine. So, oh, and I match, and I did not do that on purpose. I know I did it with the greenery, but this one I did not. So, yep. So that's my little spiel about the Pure Enrichment steamer. I do recommend people get one, whatever brand, you know, whatever. I do think it's really helpful, especially if you want to use florals that get smushed and you want to make sure that they look as natural as possible. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching.